Hi, this is Justice. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the new granulation feature inside of Rebelle 5. This is new for watercolors, and it adds this beautiful texture to the dry watercolor paint. So let's take a look at this. And please excuse my voice. All right, so we're going to turn granulation off, and we're going to go back. And we have these three colors and they're drying out. I have diffusion speed set really high, which we'll talk about in just a moment. So you have diffusion speed set at 10. And you can see that this is dried and it's a very flat dry. It's very pretty, but it lacks some of that structure that we see in dry watercolor. So let's do that again. We have granulation turned on, and I have granulation the texture 3 selected. You're going to see that this is creating this nice rich texture on the dry watercolor. And you can freeze this at any point so that it's stopping midway if you want, and you can increase and decrease both the strength and density. So let's take a look at that. All right, let's turn the strength all the way up and the density all the way up. And let's put this on a different granulation pattern. All right. And you can see how tightly packed that texture is. Let's bring these all the way down. Just the strength will bring down, the density will keep up. This is going to be very, very mild. You may not even be able to see it. So let's increase this up to 2. And you should be able to see this one a little bit easier. There you go. You can see that drying. All right, and let's switch these. We'll put density really low and strength really high. Let's put the density actually at 2. All right, so that's a good idea of what the watercolor granulation looks like. And this is just a quick test to kind of demonstrate what that is. Let's look at diffusion speed. So we're going to set this down to 2, and let's do this again. And what you can see is this is moving very slowly. And if you're using the blow tool or the dry tool, or you're changing some of the other settings inside of visual settings, then this gives you an opportunity to really control what's going on while it's going on, and kind of slow motion, instant replay editing abilities. So what that means is here, if I add some water, all right, we'll paint a little water here and here. You can see that starting to have an effect. Use a dry tool. We're going to dry right here. And let's choose the blow tool. And the dry tool again. And let's spin the canvas a little bit. And this is giving us a chance, again, to control a lot of different things that would be very difficult to do if we didn't have the ability to adjust the diffusion speed. Okay, let's add a little bit of oil in here because I like the way that this works. Let's do something thicker. And now we're going to adjust the texture influence and bring this up a little bit so you can see what's going on here. We're going to bring the diffusion speed back down so we can control a little bit more of some of these other details. So re-wet, texture influence, we can dynamically change how this dries the type of patterning and texturing that happens by adjusting diffusion speed, texture influence, re-wet, absorbency. All of these different properties will get you a different effect here. So having the ability to increase diffusion speed, which is limited by your computer, not by Rebelle, so it'll go as fast as is allowed by your system. And then being able to adjust these different properties here inside of visual settings makes this a very, very powerful tool. All right, you guys, that's it for the granulation, watercolor granulation, and diffusion video. If you have questions, put it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.